Welcome everyone to another episode of Gotta Go Fast. Today, we'll be looking at Silent Debuggers, released in 1991 on the TurboGrafx-16. Silent Debuggers is an obscure first-person shooter that's like a cross between Doom and Aliens. The game focuses on you exploring through 6 floors of an abandoned cargo station, taking out mysterious monsters that inhabit it and uncovering what's happened to the residents of the station. Gameplay is a bit hard to describe as it's kind of a mix of multiple different games. You explore first-person through corridor labyrinths like in old-school Ultima or Phantasy Star games, but the main combat is shooting like you would see in classic Doom or Wolfenstein 3D. What's interesting is that Silent Debuggers predates both Doom and Wolfenstein 3D, which came out in 1992 and 1993 respectively. Both these games are much better in the shooter category than Silent Debuggers, but this wasn't far behind. There's actually a lot of interesting mechanics to Silent Debuggers when you stand back and look at each one individually. Each level tasks you with killing all the monsters on it before you can progress to the next one, with later levels introducing new monster types and more difficult mazes to explore. You have a total of 100 minutes to reach the bottom floor before the station explodes, so there's some feeling of rush, but I've never honestly run out of time beating this game. Your suit has 2 batteries that represent your health, and you can switch between them at will and recharge them in the central area. But if the currently equipped battery gets completely drained, you'll be sent back to the central area and lose 5 minutes off your total time. When exploring the maze, you use a combination of your radar at the bottom and your sensors at the top to determine if there are monsters nearby. The sensors at the top use both the colors green, yellow, and red, and a steadily faster beeping sound which will indicate to you how far a monster is from you. It will also lower or raise pitch of the beeping to indicate which direction they are in. It sounds complicated, but it will feel very natural after only a short while of playing. Besides your basic gun, you have the ability to equip 2 more powerful weapons to help take down the tougher monsters. Some of these weapons will actually use your own batteries, so you have to be a little careful about managing your life, while others will use a specific set amount of ammo that you can refill but is limited as time goes on. The monster types, although limited to only 3, do provide some unique gameplay challenges. The most common monster comes in a red, pink, and yellow format, and is just your simple shoot-on-sight enemy. Nothing too difficult. The next monster introduced is green, which can leave the outside maze to attack your stronghold and has a large amount of health. The final monster is gray, which can't be tracked by your traditional sensor and instead involves you listening for its breathing to determine if one is nearby. There is also technically one more enemy type, but they only show up on the last floor. They're invisible and have a stupidly large health compared to all the other types. So, remember how I said I've never actually run out of time playing this game? Well, there is another way you can get a game over, and it's one of the main structures of how the game works. In the central area are 8 blocks, some serving a purpose while others are just passageways back to the center room. Block B controls the lights, Block C lets you recharge your batteries, Block F control your sensors, and Block G lets you refill your ammo for some weapons. Block A, Block H, Block D, and Block E are just empty rooms you can go through. The green monsters have the ability to invade these 8 blocks and deal damage to them, with the only way to get them to stop to kill them or make them run away out of the room. If a block runs out of health, it's gone, and you lose any functionality associated with that block when it happens. Lose all 8 blocks, and it's game over. Luckily, you have 4 blocks that are freebies that serve no purpose, but the other 4 are fairly vital to your survival. Lose Block G, and you can no longer refill ammo for your weapons. Lose Block B, and you're running around in the darkness. If you lose some of the blocks, your partner will sometimes give you an item to make the disadvantage not so bad, but it only applies to 2 of them. If you lose Block B, Your partner will give you a flashlight that will make it somewhat easy to see in the darkness, but it doesn't really illuminate, it just kind of makes the enemies glow a little bit more. And if you lose block C, he will give you a battery pack that will slowly recharge your batteries. But if you lose block G, for example, you can't refill any more of your ammo for weapons that need it. Or if you lose block F, your sensors will just go on and off sometimes randomly while you're actually playing, which can be a pretty detrimental thing when you're trying to find these monsters in the maze. Overall, the game is a super interesting example of a lot of neat mechanics thrown together into one game. Although it can get a little repetitive as you play further, the tension of maintaining everything is real, and you can definitely see the passion the developers had for the game. Unfortunately, unless you had a TurboGrafx 16, or the PC Engine if you're in Japan, or you happened to download it on the Wii Virtual Console before it was shut down, your best bet to play this is via emulation. And it's kind of sad it really didn't get out to reach more people, because it's a very cool game. And I'm even more surprised why the heck it's not on the TurboGrafx 16 Mini that's coming out soon. Such a missed opportunity. Sound Debuggers is an interesting game to speedrun, as randomization can really play heavily into how the run goes. One time you might end up losing all the unessential blocks and be able to keep everything important till the very last level. Or another time you might end up just losing every important block super early in the game, and then you're stuck with no ammo in the pitch black, with your sensors just going on and off throughout the whole run. Because that sounds like a really good time, doesn't it? There are some ways you can manipulate the game, but it's not guaranteed to always work out. For example, once the green monsters start spawning, they tend to spawn in waves, and typically opposite of where you are when they do spawn. So you can kind of do some level of control to say, hey, I want you guys to spawn in this location of the blocks if you're going to invade, but that doesn't even necessarily guarantee they're going to go for those blocks. When they enter the center area, they could go for any single one they want to. So there's still a lot more we can explore in this game to really see how we can manipulate the logic of the game to work in our favor. The blocks that we lose along the way will greatly influence our run, so we'll need to stay on our toes throughout the entire thing. For example, the grenade launcher is a one-shot kill weapon for the main 3 monster types. However, it can only hold 5 shots, and there are 50 rounds for it in the game. There's another weapon called the Mega Beamer, which does the same amount of damage as the grenade launcher, but it uses our batteries instead, and it takes 2 seconds to fully charge up. If, let's say, further into the run we lose block C, that lets us refill our batteries, then I would switch the grenade launcher as our primary weapon for taking out the big baddies. If I lose block G, that lets me refill my guns, then I would switch to the Mega Beamer as my primary. If we lose both, well, then that's just bad times all around. Since the levels get progressively harder by both adding more monsters and making the maze layout more difficult, each level will progressively take more time to clear. There's a fair amount of random luck in where the monsters will spawn and move to, so we'll need to kind of balance our time a little bit to make sure that we can still keep going forward. Sometimes we'll just literally run into monsters like crazy, they'll be walking into our bullets, while other times it'll feel like they're actively running away from us. How quickly I can clear each level will be the biggest factor into our overall time. Runtime wise, we're looking at 5 minutes for level 1, 12 minutes for level 2, 15 minutes for level 3, 19 minutes for level 4, 24 minutes for level 5, and 5 minutes for level 6, which is kind of a small little boss rush gauntlet, I guess. This comes to a total of 1 hour and 20 minutes. At the time of this recording, this will actually be the first speedrun uploaded for this game, so we'll be doing some really cool trailblazing on this. Let's hope it's a good trail, at least. Yeah. Alright, let's hunt some space monsters. It's time to go fast. Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Gotta Go Fast. I'm your host, Savior X Tannerin, and today we're going to play through a fairly obscure game I would imagine very small percentage have ever even heard of, let alone played, called Silent Debuggers, released on the TurboGrafx 16. Probably another console that most people will still also never heard of. And if you have, props to you for hearing it, because I never even owned one as a kid. I only had a Super Nintendo. I didn't even have a Genesis. I just had a Super Nintendo growing up for like this sort of console generation of this age. But yeah, we're gonna play through Sound Debuggers. Very cool little game. I hope that some of you might be interested in playing this after you see it, if you can actually track it down. Well, there'll be a lot of downtime in between while we're kind of going through the routine of what we're doing. So I'll have some time to talk about what's going on with this game, the console, how I discovered it, and stuff like that. But what's really cool and interesting is, technically speaking, at the time of this recording, there hasn't been a recorded, published speedrun of this game. So we're the first. So we could be #1 speedrun. We won't maybe maintain it for very long, but this could be the #1 speedrun video at the time of this recording. Probably like number 12 after we actually like post it after a year when other people find this game and maybe give it a try. But I don't care. I'll have first place at some point. Yes. So, time is gonna start after I click the end here, and then it'll ask me it's okay, and I'll confirm one more time. On that second confirmation, that is gonna be time start. Time end is going to be when we make it through the last doorway. There's a final doorway on the last floor, the 6th level. Once we make it through that doorway, there's going to be a whole bunch of just cutscene stuff that goes on. That's going to be time end. Estimate 1 hour, 20 minutes. This one's particularly a little bit open because it's a game that hasn't really been sped-run other than me just practicing it on my own. So we might have a really good run, we might have a crappy run. Who knows? Let's roll the dice and see how we do, though. You ready? Time's gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, let's get some cutscenes here and try to get ourselves basically right into the first level as quickly as possible. When we go into the first level, we're gonna be selecting our different weapons that we want to use. The 2 weapons I'm gonna be trying to focus on the most are the Mega Beamer and the Grenade Launcher. Both are pretty much the same powerfulness, but they have different pros and cons to them. I'll kind of explain a little bit about the weapon system as we go along. But there's a whole bunch of mechanics to this game we kind of have to explain as we go along. So for this first level, I'm just not going to go too much into a lot of the major details. I'm just going to kind of let you take in the general feel of the game as a whole. So most of our game will be going through, trying to basically clear out all the monsters on a level using our sensors that you can see up above here. So, you'll notice, like, for the sensors, we'll have a few different ones that'll give us some sound, others that'll give us based off of directionalness. Oop, back up a little bit. Nope. Gotcha. Oh, one more. Gotcha. Got another one. So you can see the lights are changing color based off the direction of an enemy. Oh, there's one behind me. Come on. I see you. Oh god, ooh. Alright, let's switch batteries real quick. And yeah, so we basically need to traverse through here to find all of them, and we're using our sound as much as possible to give us clues as to where they are. So you can see, like, the lights will change from, like, green to yellow, and they'll also go from green, yellow to red, rather more. And then the beeping sound will actually increase as time goes on, too. That'll be our other clue of how close we are. So we kind of need to use our sight and sound to determine where enemies are so we can take them out along the way. Gotcha, okay. Ooh. I think there's 2 more enemies on this floor. If I'm keeping count correctly. There's one. Nope. Alright, so we got a few more then. Oh, one behind us. Oh. Alright, think that's all of them? No. I missed one? Did one sneak up behind me? One stuck behind me, I guess. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, that should be all of them. There we go. And then that's key. So when the music switches, that's when we know we're in a good state. Before we actually go to the center, so basically every level is going to consist of us clearing out enemies. After we've cleared out all the enemies, we want to then head back to the center core. And when we're in the center core, it'll shift us down to the next level. But along the way, we want to try to stop to refill things, particularly our battery and our ammo. So I'll kind of explain battery and ammo in a second as soon as we get to the center core, because we have to skip a bunch of cutscene nonsense stuff to keep going. So time for this section is going to be right there. Alright, so let's explain kind of what's going on as we're going here. There's some story. The story is very kind of all over the place. Like, even if you pay attention to it, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's explain gameplay mechanics in a little more detail. So you see I have 2 batteries in the bottom right hand corner. I can switch between those at will. If I have a battery equipped and it's drained completely, I get knocked out and it sends me back to the center area, and I lose 5 minutes off my total time. I have 100 minutes to clear all the floors and make it down to the bottom. So not only do I lose the little bit of time when I have to actually get back out there to fight enemies, but every time I get knocked out I lose an additional 5 minutes. I've never once ran out of time. I've lost basically just by losing the cores, and you'll see that mechanic in a little bit. We'll talk about that in a separate section. But some weapons will use battery power, other weapons will use ammo. So the reason why I have 2 different weapons, I have the Mega Beamer and the Grenade Launcher. The Grenade Launcher uses ammo, the Mega Beamer uses my battery. Both of them deal the exact same amount of damage, which is a nearly one-hit KO for all the monster types, which is really cool. However, the Mega Beamer takes, and you can see here as we're dropping, the pattern of the maze will change as we go through it a little bit, so keep an eye on that as we progress our way through. The Mega Beamer takes 2 seconds to charge in between, so there's a little bit of a delay time, whereas the Grenade Launcher fires right away, but I only get 5 ammo and I have to refill that in between every single time. So, pros and cons, and as we go down to the more lower floors, I'll kind of go into a little more mechanically why there's bad things about that for what we really want to do to prevent certain scenarios. He's going to kick me back. Or maybe he is, maybe he's not. No, he's not going to kick me back. Alright, so first thing we need to figure out is where this guy is. So he's at H, so we want to go basically diagonal left up. So you're probably wondering, what the heck am I doing? Well, so the green monsters, which one that I just killed, and normally there would be time spent to like explain the mechanic, but I kind of skipped the cutscene to help save a little bit of time. So these so there's different monster types we'll encounter. The, like, pink, yellow, and red ones are basically just standard fare. Kill them as soon as you find them, nothing too fancy. The green monsters, however, will, where are you? I think you're tucked over here. Gotcha. There's another one. There's another green one taken out, man. The green ones, unlike the red, yellow, and this way. There we go. The green ones, unlike the red, yellow, and pink ones, will actually go into the center core and cause damage to the actual central structure. And when a core gets damaged... Oh god, ooh! You are hurting me right now, man. Get off my back. There, alright, I had to use a grenade launcher there because I just was not waiting for that charge up to happen. So right there's that delay between the shots, so I kind of have to be a little bit careful about how much I go through. So another green guy came in, he's in block A, so I'm going to rush over there real quick, try to take him out. And you'll notice when I showed block A, there's a certain amount of health that exists there. You'll see it, like, more evidently when we go to the map screen in between levels. But yeah, these blocks are super important to keep alive as much as we possibly can. Because if we don't keep them alive, they will gradually fall out. And when the blocks start to fall out, I lose not only passageways into the central area, but I also will sometimes lose some really, really good benefits of those blocks. Now, not all of them have a lot of benefits, but some of them are very, very, very vital to, like, our existence as much as possible, honestly. So, for example, whoop. Alright, see, that was one of those, like, I'm not going to mess around with losing any more battery life, because I need to keep my battery life as much as possible when I use the Mega Beamer. It's a fairly vital thing to our survival. Alright. You gotta be a little careful pushing, because you don't want to accidentally just run out there when you're low on battery life. Because then you'll get taken out, sent back to the core, and we lose time. We are starting to get kinda low. So I need to keep an eye... on my battery as much as possible. Let's see. They're gonna be around the corner here. There you go, gotcha. Alright. We're getting there. We might have passed 1 or 2 guys before, so we need to keep an eye out. I think I know where he is. He's... So a lot of these ones you have to really use your perception of how the level layout is set up to really know where enemies are. So, like, knowing the map layout, so, like, here's where I am, here's where I know the enemy is in the direction of, and I need to know kind of, like, where they're going to, where they could possibly appear at different times. So... Thought I heard one. Nope. Okay, I think that was just the sensor of the guy I was just killing. So, like, knowing these level layouts is going to be super key on some of the layer levels. Alright, he's gonna be tucked over here. Oh, God. Whoop. Oh, I took him out, but I still got the battery hit. Dang it. That's fine, it's fine. I think I took most of them out, so I think that should be all of them. So I think as soon as I get back, it'll tell me, like, hey, you're all clear. Let's see, let's see. So I don't really care about the total time, like the 100 minutes. That's not a huge factor. Okay, ha. Look at that. Woohoo. That's actually kind of a cool trick. I'll have to think about that for, like, future runs. If I kill myself and I'm on the last enemy, I wonder if that is faster than traveling all the way back. Maybe. Future note. Keep in mind about that. So yeah, so we need to maintain our blocks as much as possible. Otherwise, if we lose the blocks, bad things happen. So you'll see when we go down to the next level. So there's, like I said, plot story, blah, 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 aliens. See how all the health is on there right there? So like block A has 80, H has 67. Those different block levels, once they hit 0, I lose that block completely. Block A, block H, block D, and block E, basically the 2 tops and the 2 bottoms, useless blocks, other than just getting into the center. However, the other 4 blocks control super vital areas. The lights, my ammo refills, my energy refills, and my sensor. And all those, pretty dang vital things that I would not like to lose if I can avoid that at all costs. So, you know, want to try to protect those as much as possible. That would be a good thing to do. So, like, we're going to start to rely a little more on the grenade launcher coming up. When we get to, like, some pickles. Oop! There was a black guy. The black sensor guy. Oop, alright, we got it. See, like, stuff just starts going as soon as you hit, man. You got to be on the ball. Block B. Oh, we got to go all the way across the distance. This is not going to be fun. Alright. We got to scurry, we got to scurry. So, I took out one of those gray guys, but because of all the commotion of me taking one out before I got sent back, it didn't give a cutscene, which is kind of a little bit of a time saver thing, which is nice. But the those like gray and black monster ones, those are actually kind of interesting mechanically. So they excuse me, the way they work are they aren't picked up by my sound sensor at all, actually. Instead, I have to listen for where they're gonna be at any point. Whoop. I don't think I got him. Okay, I got him that time. One really close. There we go. I was like, he is super on me, I can tell. I don't think I got him. Where are you? Alright, I need to try and take out... Oh, and we got a green guy already in the center. Alright, so we gotta rush back to the center. Let's see what block he's going to. He's going to... Block C. Crap, that is not a good block for me to get, for him to get into, and I'm far away from there. Alright, let's see if we can rush there real quick. Block C is gonna be through block F. I rush all the way to the end. I can hopefully cut across and save a little bit of time. But it's going to have some damage, and Block C is not a block I want to lose. It really isn't. Block C is my battery. Alright, how are we on battery? 54? That's not too bad. Let's recharge my battery while we're here, actually, since I'm using battery for that, the Mega Cannon. Beam Cannon? Mega Beamer Cannon? Whatever it's called. So, like, I want to keep that up as much as possible since I'm using that Beamer Cannon to really... Ooh, oh, God. Alright. I'll wait for him to pass for a little bit. So, if you may have... It would have been hard to kind of detect, but if you notice, you might have possibly heard, Oh, I'm just missing all my shots, man. Alright. Oop. Alright, we gotta get back there quick. Where are you right now? You are in G, all the way on the opposite end, man. What is with opposites? Oh, I'm just getting messed over by them opposites. Alright, G is also not a fun one because G is my sensor? Or no, G is ammo? No, G is sensor, I think. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Hold your horses. Oh no, crap. I went to F. Crap, crap, crap. G's my ammo. I don't want to give up ammo. I don't want to give that up. Don't want to give it up. Where are you? Okay. Whew. Alright, let's refill ammo really quick while we're here. Get some more grenade launchers. Whew. As you can see, like, it's hectic. Like, you gotta be on your toes. Basically, the first section of each level pretty much consists of the same thing back and forth. You're literally gonna spend most of your time... Are there no enemies this way? Yeah, okay, alright. So this section is cleared out so that we can just kind of slowly move our way around, which is kind of good. Alright, let's see. There we go. Oh, what? Another green one? God dang it. Alright. We gotta run back. Alright, where are you? You are... B. Oh, you're opposites, man. Why are you killing me with those opposites? Alright. The one time I'd ask, like, just put it somewhere nearby me, man. Just put it somewhere nearby me. And these corner turns are not the best at any time sometimes. Ow. Oh. Oh, he went back in the center. Alright. Get out of here. Jeez. Alright, are we in C now? I think we're in C. Alright, let's heal those batteries real quick. Woof. Alright, how much did I lose there? I hope I didn't lose a whole lot of HP, whatever you want to define it, room HP on there. Ooh, B's gonna go fast. Alright, I need to be careful about B. At this point, if something goes into B, I am dead out of water. And there's a gray one. Now I saw a green one. Alright. Alright, we're just cleaning house right here. They are waiting to be taken out by me. I mean, I saw you. Ow! Get lost. Oh god, there's a second one right behind it. Why you gotta be like that, man? There's another one here. There we go. Alright, we gotta switch batteries because we are low and I think we're all out of grenade launcher ammo. Is there anything more this way? There is someone that's stuck behind me. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. I think this section's cleared so we can keep pushing forward. I'm gonna have to swing by to get some more batteries soon, though I might be mostly cleared out of here, maybe? Oh, ooh, that was a good shot. Good shot there. So one other thing that's interesting between the Mega Beamer and the grenade launcher is the grenade launcher is a super, super straight shot, whereas the Mega Beamer has a little bit of a curve to it, which can cause some issues depending on, like, if you're trying to target, if you're trying to hit an enemy in a certain angle. So you have to be a little conscious of that. Okay, I think we're almost done. I actually don't think I need to go back if I can just... Alright, that might be all. Oh, one snuck by me again? Dang it. Oh, a little blob things. Those suck. Oh no, we have a gray one. We gotta listen for these grays. They are not... I think there's one gray left I didn't take out. Hopefully we'll bump into him. Oh, no, okay, now one just slucked by me again. There's another one nearby. There it is. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh yeah, I forgot. They do all spawn, and so that's a piece. I forgot my own stuff that I would tell people about. Oh god, oh god. Woo! Right, we are getting low. I'm gonna push it though. For the sake of speedrunning. For the speedrun! Which way? This way? Whoop! I still took him out. That might have been the last one. Let's see. Oh, this might be 2 for 2 as far as taking out the last one and getting sent back. Let's see. Let's see. That would be really funny if it worked its way out. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, 5 minutes. I don't care. I don't care. I have plenty of time. I got plenty of time. And last one. No, dang it. It was not the last one. Alright. We gotta go hunt and figure out where they are. So there's a little trick to speed things up a little bit to find where they are. You can kind of use this. So we have to go... Alright, so there's somewhere in that back corner. So we just missed the one back there, which I think is probably the last one. Is that the last one? No? Really? Alright, alright. Let's go check. There might be a gray one that we're missing, possibly, for their sound. So we need to really listen in to see if we hear, like their little like hissing noise that they make. Is that last? There we go. All right, last one there. All right, let's get back to the center. We need to refill ammo on our guy real bad because we have no grenade launcher. We have no spare grenade launcher ammo. So like as you can see, there's a kind of a combo I try to do is I try to use the beamer cannon, mega beamer, whatever it's called. I said it once at this point. We try to use the mega beamer in order to deal our bulk damage, but we have to keep an eye on our battery life, which goes down. However, since that has to recharge, since the recharge on that is every 2 seconds, we can't obviously fire that thing off really, really fast in between. So we keep the grenade launcher around in the odd event that we need to be able to, time on that, in case we need to like do a quick rapid fire because we missed or something else happened or whatever. So, little things. So, we didn't have to deal with it so much on that floor because we got lucky that we kind of ran into all the gray guys. Whereas on this floor, I don't know if they're gray or black. Oh, your opinion. Do they look gray or do they look black to you? Kind of like a grayish blackish mix, but I don't really know. But for those guys, we can only detect them right now by hearing. We have to hear this like basically this shh, 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 shh noise. And if we hear that, that's our clue that they're nearby. However, on this floor, he should give me a sensor, which will make my life a little easier. So he should get a few things from him, actually. What do I want? Okay, yeah, so he's gonna give me a few items at this point. So I'm gonna get a jacked up model of my sound sensor. So now what this is gonna allow me to do is basically, I can switch between 2 different sound sensors. Oh no, he's not gonna give me any of the other ones? Alright, sure. So, what the other sound sensor is going to allow me to do is, it will... Oh, come on. These buttons are a little more sticky to get in there. Alright, so the multi-sensor, what this allows me to do is I can switch between sensor 1 and sensor 2. Sensor 1 allows me to hear all the regular monsters, including the green monsters. Sound sensor 2 only allows me to detect the gray-black monsters with there. So I basically need to play, switch back and forth. Oh my god, die. In order to find where they are. Now, I'm kind of playing the waiting game a little bit because I know there's going to be some green guys that are going to spawn soon. Right on time. Alright, where are you? You are D. Okay. D's fine. I don't care about D, but I still want to rush and take you out. Where are you, D? Come here. Here, come here. Gotcha there. So yeah, so we need to basically do this game where we switch back and forth between the sensors a little bit to try to find, where the gray monsters are at the same time while making forward progress. They're just popping up for us, man. I don't want to go too far. There's a green one, though. I do want to try to take out a green if I can find it. Take them out early, basically, so they can't mess my life up. There's another one. Alright, I'm getting lucky with the green finds. So I'm trying to basically stay I'm trying to stay as close as possible to the center because there are a fair amount of greens that will spawn in as time goes on. So I kind of need to... So I kind of need to basically keep on my toes just a little bit. So that when they do pop in the core, the core area, I can rush to them as much as possible. But my hope, and I haven't really validated this strategy, but my hope is that if I stay near these areas as much as possible, the greens will... D, okay, that's not far. And D is fine, because that's a useless block. If I stay close, not only can I get access back to the central core as much as possible to take out these guys, but I also think that the greens tend to spawn. Oh my god, die. Okay, there. Ooh. I need to refill my battery and my ammo. I need to be conscious of that too, because they both are somewhat low. So I have no grenade launcher ammo left at this point. Come on, yes, yes, yes. Give me battery, give me battery. Okay. And then I'm gonna run to the left over here and get myself some ammo, and then I'll pop out on that side as well too. I mean, I might just keep them, depending on what happens with these blocks. That's going to be the biggest thing here. Like, if I lose block C, I'm going to have to swap out the Mega Beamer for the Motor Cannon, maybe, or the Lip Shot. One of those two weapons that are ammo-based. If I lose ammo, I mean, I just have to stick with the Mega Beamer as much as possible, I guess. Come here, you. I think he went down this way. Where are you, Green? Yeah, he scurried away. He scurried fast away. There you are. Gotcha. Get out of here. Oh, there's another one, too. Oh, there's one behind me. I think. Over this way. Where are you going, man? Oh, you're green. That's why you're running away from me. Aha! Alright, again. Oh, there's another one, I think. No. Yeah. I'll try to avoid damage as much as possible. Oh! And a gray one. Okay, cool. That was a good find there. Alright, we're doing good. I think I've used up like 3 grenade launcher shots, so I need to be a little more careful here. Ooh. I took a little bump there. Alright, where are you? Alright, I think you are to the right here. Oop, gotcha. So I'm trying to be I'm trying to be conscious of my battery life, but also trying to really use my battery as much as possible before I switch. Because, you know, once I switch, it's going to be a little more difficult to kind of like, how do I put it, be ready to... Yeah. You're coming back. Oh, no. Ooh, get out of here. Okay, now I switch. Like, can I get one more in? Okay, now I'm going to switch over for safety. Okay. Alright, so let's keep traversing through. I think that's... I'm not... The core hasn't been attacked at all this level, so that's good. So I think that means I've taken out pretty much all the greens that are going to pop in so far. So that's not a bad thing. This map layout's a little more interesting. Because this one's, the last floor you'll see is just... Ooh, the last floor is not fun. You slip behind me this way? Where are you? There you are, gotcha. The fifth floor's layout. The last floor is really easy, technically, the 6th floor. But the last floor layout is a mess. Ooh, the 5th floor. It's so bad, it sucks. But what makes that floor particularly annoying to deal with... Ooh. What makes that floor... Where are you? This way. Sorry, for the 4th time. What makes that floor particularly difficult is that by that point, you've in theory taken a fair amount of damage to your blocks. So the question is, what have you lost along the way that's going to make your life more difficult? To me, the most annoying thing to lose on that floor particularly is the lights. And you'll see... Oh, there was a gray. Where are you? Gotcha. Aha. So sometimes we get lucky. We'll just get like a side sensor or a behind me sensor. Oh, we got 2 of them. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, 3. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh god, bad times. Okay. Okay, that was just bad because I ran out of ammo and battery. Bad times. That's okay, though. That's okay. We'll push back out there. That was in the top right corner of the map, I believe. So let's quickly head to F to refill our grenade launcher ammo. It's like I'm trying to be very conscious of my battery to switch it back and forth. I'm also trying to be conscious of every time I'm in the core to refill my battery and refill my ammo. Particularly because if I do those things now, if I lose, so here's another trick too, before I get into that. If you walk around the outside corridor, it's a lot faster than walking on the I'm not gonna use this one. Walking on the inside corridor is a lot faster than walking on the outside corridor. So you'll save a fair amount of time trying to traverse through to find where enemies are by using like your sound sensor to pick them up. Well, I am gonna have to switch to the gray one soon, the gray sensor, in order to pick those guys up because they are around here. I can tell. Let's do a quick sense. Oh. Come on. Alright, none are nearby. So, if you switch, basically you'll end up seeing, like, hey, are they nearby? Because they'll still trigger the exact same way as, oh, get out of here, as the other guys. However, instead, let's take out this guy first, then we'll switch. But instead, the way they'll trigger is... Gotcha. They'll trigger the same way with their sensor switches, but it'll be just for the gray ones. So now that I'm on sensor 2, I'll only have the gray guys trigger if they are nearby at all. I won't the regular ones, the pink, yellow, green, red, all those ones will not trigger. So I want to go and hunt those guys down because they're a little bit more of a pain. Okay, so there's one nearby. Ooh, you were waiting there for me, weren't you, buddy? Let's do a quick switch, make sure there's not any other ones nearby. Oh, there are regular guys nearby. Let's take them out first. Alright, let's switch back to gray. But yeah, so there's this kind of balance you get during level 4 and 5 particularly, where you have to play this run around, switch types, run around, switch types, run around, switch types, to see if you can find them for wherever they may be. Alright, so there's a regular guy here. Let's take out the regular guy, and then we'll switch back to the gray sensor. So gray. Nope, alright, not one nearby. There's also a little weird delay when you're taking out the enemies, which is a little frustrating to deal with sometimes. Oh my god, stand still. There you go. One. This way. Nope, still not. Alright, alright. Where are you? There's gotta be I know there were 2, or I'm fairly certain there was one I missed, and then there was another one that took me out from behind. Come on. Oh, there's one nearby me. There we go. Also, let's switch batteries. Alright, let's go this way. Gotcha. Quick sensor switch. Nope. Alright, maybe I did get them all. Maybe there wasn't another gray one behind me. See, the other thing is you don't really know. You don't really know how many enemies are left, because I believe it's always a set number, but I haven't confirmed it necessarily that it's always a set number, every time you play. So that's one of the things I'd have to really, like, replay this over and over and over again, watch the total counts of enemies I've killed to see, does it always remain the same? Where are you? Nearby. Oh, gotcha. That switching of the sensors, man, it can just get a little bit annoying to pull off. Come on. Oh, there's a yellow one. That was a nice little random find. There's another red one. Nice little another random find. There's another one. Luckily, I will find some of those. Sometimes you will literally just run. Oh, alright, here's another gray one, finally. Nope, that wasn't gray. I'm on regular sensor. Where are you guys? Please tell me that there is another gray. I'm just like getting really bad luck because he's literally running away from me this entire time. I might need to head to the center and do it a little faster. Let's try it. into the core. Let's do a quick run through with sensor 1. See if there's anybody nearby. And then we'll do a run through of sensor 2. And hopefully find somebody. Alright, there's some sensor 1 guys. So they're in top left corner. Is that it? Oh, these guys are hard to track down, man. And like I said, this is where that little bit of that RNG comes in, because you can see we had some really fast times on like the first, second, and third level. But it's sometimes just luck. Sometimes they are literally running towards you in a moment. Other times they are actively running away from you. And you just don't know what it's going to be like every time you do a run. There might be a way you can, like, manipulate them, possibly. Okay, there we go, finally. So still under time, but, like, not as much as I would love to have been under time. Let's do batteries first. And then I will get ammo on the way out to go to the next level. Alright, so batteries first. Now we're progressing to level 5. I think we're going to come significantly in under time, possibly, since we're already, like, a good chunk total below. But we'll see, we'll see. We have been taken out a few times, but we're doing pretty good on time, though, so far, even when we've come in under. Okay. So, level 5. This floor sucks. Oh my god, you're gonna see the map layout for a second. You're gonna be like, how can you figure out where you're going in there? Now imagine trying to do that in pitch black darkness. Not pitch black, but like pretty dark all around. Because that's usually what happens to me. By the time I make it to level 5, usually they've taken out block B, which I believe is the lights. So yeah, look at this one. There to that. Look at that mess. Look at that mess. It's ridiculous. Ugh, like, it's just a crazy layout to have to go your way through. But it is like the last real level layout you need to kind of push your way through. So same thing, we're going to start off, we're going to try to stay really, really close for the first, like, couple minutes or so. Take out any greens that pop up, because I want to try to avoid losing some of these areas if I can. One thing that's interesting is, so, when you get to level 6... you lose all the block rooms by default. There's one literally like clockwork. Where are you? B? Dang it! I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. Yep. God! Dang it all! Woo! So you want to see how frustrating this game can be? Guess what? You're about to see it really fast. So we just lost block B. You wanna know what block B controls? Take a guess. The lights. Now we can't see crap. So, like, literally when I say you have to know this map layout really well, you have to know this map layout really well. So, like, be able to navigate. Man, I'm just like not, there we go, finally. You gotta know this map layout super well to be able to make it in here when it's pitch black. Otherwise, you're gonna have bad times all around. There we go, there's a green at least. So yeah, this is what the rest of the level is going to basically be, is this nonsense. And now we gotta go back to the core. Luckily, we're not too far away. Where are you? You are H. Okay, H is fine. I'll still take you out, though. Yeah, so, this is going to be the fun of this level, is we have to navigate in nearly pitch black darkness, where we can't see crap. Like, you can see, but it's really, really hard to determine where the heck stuff is. Alright, there's a green, nice. There's another one. Oh, alright. Let's not go too far. But yeah. This is the fun we have to deal with now. Luckily, like I said, knowing that, like, particularly, like I said, by this point, you're gonna probably lose B. B is, like, typically the one that always goes for me. Right, I'm just taking you out because I don't want to mess with you. Nope. Never mind. Back to the core. Where are you? G? Gosh! Darn it! Ah. Alright, I think I'm gonna lose G. And G is our ammo. Now, grenade launcher is not, like, the worst thing to lose, but it ain't gonna be fun to have to lose it, if we can avoid it. Yep, didn't make it in time. Alright. Then we're gonna get in here, we're gonna refill our grenade ammo really, really quick before this all goes down south, and we gotta get out of Dodge, unfortunately. So yeah, level 5 is, like I said, where stuff like poop, I'm gonna say poop, that's about the best analogy to be polite. Poop hits the fan. Like, legit in this level. You just start to lose blocks left and right, because all the previous levels, you've just had little bits of damage stacked on them, but they've all gotten kind of close to being lost. Now they're all gonna start to get lost, just because bad times of the El Royale, sort of the scenario. So now... So now we basically have to be a little more conservative about this stuff. Yeah, this is... Alright. So here's an example I'm going to give of where you really got to know these map layouts well. Because you're going to get lost in loops. Like, there are actually loops designed into this... Alright, D, that's fine. There are loops designed into this layout on this floor where you will literally, if you don't pay attention, just keep going in circles over and over again. It is frustrating, to say the least. Alright. Yeah, like, I'm having to, like, unfortunately having to really focus because I gotta figure out where stuff is. Luckily, I kind of know this map layout fairly well by heart-ish. Ooh, okay, that was a good combo there. I'll take that. What? Another green? Seriously? Alright. Forward. Straight. And core. Okay. Where are you? You're an H. H is gonna go, unfortunately, but that's okay. I can lose H. H don't have anything in it. If I lose C right now, like, that is gonna be a weird straight-up boned scenario. But ideally, I want to try to not lose any more of these, like... It's kind of this sort of, like, probability thing. The more crap blocks I have, the less of a chance that they're going to go for the more important blocks. So, like, they're nice as a safety net, but overall, you really don't want to lose them if you can avoid them at all costs. So, well, we'll see how this plays itself out in the end. Alright, come on, you're... Oop, alright, that was a quick pop up there. Left? Yeah. Whenever I see the gray guys, I'm just going for the grenade, honestly, on them. I just need to do that. It's just a lot easier to deal with. And hopefully there are no more greens at this point, right now at least. Where are you? You're up? Alright, so I need to go... this way? Oh. Dang it. Oh my god, come back. There we go. Alright, I want to take out that gray guy. Where are you? Okay, ooh. Yeah, so you can see how things are getting a little more tense. Like, if they weren't already tense, they are full on, like, this is not a good scenario, but we will survive through. Like, we don't need the lights, but by golly, the lights would be really, really good to have right now, not gonna lie. Luckily, I've been taking out a fair amount of the gray ones so far. Alright, so down this way. To the right. Let's do a quick sensor check. Nope, alright, no grays nearby. So yeah, this one, like, there's... You'll see I'm kind of noticing the walls, but I'm also taking typically taking very specific path to try to get around areas, because there is a little bit of a crazy pattern to the way you have to get through some of these locations. Alright, no grays, so let's just focus on the regular guys. And I don't think there's any more greens, luckily. These mazes, man. There's a yellow. Let's check grays. There are grays nearby. Alright. I think I'm all out of grenade ammo. Let's check real quick. Yeah, I'm all out of grenade ammo. So I need to be really conscious of my battery going forward. Let's see, are there any more grays nearby? Nope, alright. Alright, so this one, for example, you'll see I'm going to go up, left, down. So I'm actually going past where I was, because the way it's set up, you have to kind of like do this, literally this silly loop to get your way around. It's just not good at all. Quick check. Nope. So like, especially the gray one is going to be a really important one to check here as we're going through, because it's going to be really hard to track him down already. So we need to make periodic checks to see if we can find them at just random, like basically as much intervals as we possibly can. Ooh, that was a good lucky one there. Alright, so up. Is this a loop? Where am I? Down. Okay. Now, like I said, some of these loops are just not a fun thing to have to maze around, especially in the pitch black. But we'll survive, we'll survive. That's core, don't want to head that way. Ooh. Although I should probably head back to recharge my batteries soon, but there are guys nearby. And the other way. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna mess around anymore with that. I'm gonna go heal my batteries up. Oh. How are we on time so far? We're still pretty good. I don't know how many we've taken out, honestly. I think we're doing pretty good-ish. The Mega Beamer's making it kind of nice, because thank God we still have battery, because if we did not have battery, this would be a lot tougher, because we'd be having to switch back and forth between the regular weapons, which do not do as much damage as the Mega Beamer and the grenade launcher. And it just would... Enemies would just take a lot longer to kill, especially the green. The green ones have the most amount of health on them. You're up. Come on. Is that a gray? Nope. Oh, there's a gray. Come here, Mr. Gray. Oh my god, I'm missing, like, all those shots. There we go. Alright, let's switch back to the sensor real quick. Alright. You are back? Oh, no, you're down. Alright, let's go down. Did I miss one, or did one loop around behind me? You just don't know sometimes, because they, like I said, they will spawn actually in random locations as you progressively get more, so like, they're not all out there to begin with. They will gradually fill into the map as you take out more enemies. Alright, so here's the I gotta go loop all the way around this way. There we go. Come on. Where are you guys? Where are you? Come on out. Don't be shy. I just want to give you a bullet to the face. one pass behind me? I think there was one coming behind me, possibly. Yeah, okay, there was one behind me. I guess it was coming up from behind me somewhere. So, yeah, while we're doing this, there's a little bit of idle time. While I'm actually searching for these guys, really a lot more, I can actually just tell you a little story about how I found this game. So, I never actually... Are you on the other side? Did you, like, slip right past me? Where are you? There you are. Bad. Okay. Whew. So let's have a story time here. I'll tell you how I actually found this game. So like I said, I never owned a TurboGrafx 16. Ow. Ooh. I never owned a TurboGrafx 16 at all. So I never had this when this came out. However, how I discovered this game was randomly via the Wii Virtual Console. For those that don't know, which would be, you'd have to be super, super young to not know about the Wii Virtual Console, because that's not that old at all. The Wii had, so like, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you have the NES, the Nintendo library thing you get, whatever it's called. You pay money and you get that subscription for Nintendo games that Nintendo gives you. It was kind of a similar-ish concept on the Wii Virtual Console, except you actually just straight up paid for games, like you would any other digital game. But on there, they had a fair amount of set of TurboGrafx 16 games. They had like Bonk, for those that have heard of Bonk before. It's kind of a, you play as a caveman, and it's a little action platformer game. They had Castlevania Rondo of Blood, for those that know it by that name, or Castlevania Dracula X. Where are you? You're like tucked behind? You're like all the way over here? Where the heck are you? Alright, go all the way to the end. Down. You're behind me? Did I really miss you? There you are. Alright. God dang it. Like I said, navigating in the dark, not so fun in a maze like this. But yeah, so I never owned a TurboGrafx 16. So how I came to discover a lot of TurboGrafx 16 games was actually via the Wii Virtual Console. So like, I had played Rondo of Blood once before via like emulation, because you couldn't get it in the US. And I played Castlevania X, which was the Super Nintendo port of Rondo of Blood. We're starting to get... We're starting to get kind of low. I'm going to need to start going to the center area and just scourging through there to find people. Or find the big bad enemies, rather, more. But yeah, so that's how I discovered this game. So I randomly found it. I played this and a game called Military Madness, for those that played it, which was like a cool Advance Wars style game. That was a lot of fun to play. This way? There you go. Oh, come on. Gotcha. Ow. Back up. Where are you? There you go. Gotcha. Yeah, so Military Madness was a cool, like, Advance Wars style game. And this was one of the ones I found. I'm like, that game looks kind of cool. I'll give it a try. Why not? And I had a blast playing it. It was super tough and super random, and, like, it's a repetitive-ish game, I will totally say. Like, it has a lot of cool concepts. But like they get kind of same-ish after a while, and like once you've played it once, you've kind of played it. Like it doesn't change too much. What really changes there is, what random blocks do you lose along the way, which will factor in greatly to like how you play the game a little bit as you're going through. But like for a novelty game, it's super fun. I would like encourage everyone who likes like kind of dungeon crawler shooter games to give this a try. It's a cool idea. Like, it's a cool concept game. I really wholly think that. But yeah, unfortunately, the Wii Virtual Console is shut down. So, there are not any more other ways to play this game at the moment. Unless you literally either own a TurboGrafx 16 left? To the right? Oh, right, this is that lockjaw area. As the name I've gave this section of area where you have to go through is called the lockjaw. It's a frustrating little maze. You'll just get looped in if you don't pay attention too much to it. Oh, there's a gray one. See, there you heard the whispered sound. And there isn't. Never mind. I lied. Alright. Let's go back to the center. But yeah, so Wii Virtual Console shut down, unfortunately, so you cannot play it via that anymore. So the only way to really play this game at present is either if you happen to still have a Wii and it's downloaded onto there, meh, or you happen to like also have a TurboGrafx 16, or you want to emulate it. That's the other like method you could honestly use. Like, not gonna condone piracy, but like there really is no way to play this game at all at this point, which is unfortunate because it's a fun little novelty game. And honestly, all right, they're coming out with the frickin' TurboGrafx 16 Mini, as well as the PC Engine Mini and the Turbo Duo, I think is what it's called in Europe, if I remember correctly. And they have 50 games on there. How the heck is this not one of the games on there? Like, seriously. I looked at that list of games, and there's stuff on there. But, like, there's definitely better games on... This is definitely a better game than some of the games that are on there, I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that. Where are you? There you are. See, now it's like literally I'm scampering around trying to figure out where they could possibly be at this point. Hoping to dear God I run into them. I don't even know if there's any grays left. There might be, there may not be. I'm hoping there are no more grays left. I really do. So yeah, you can pick this if you really wanted to play it, like a TurboGrafx 16. Because you never got a chance to play it. I would encourage you to give it a try. It's an interesting console. It's got some good games on it, but, you know, it was not a super popular console in the US, honestly. So, it's not cheap just due to that kind of rarity of it a little bit. Unfortunately. There's another one here. There's the second one. Ooh, okay, whew. Alright, there we go. Huzzah! Let's get out of this maze. For Cookie's sake. Alright. Come on. And we're still going to be under time. Now, I am going to make a quick stop. So, we're going into the last level here. Now, the interesting thing about the last level is that we don't get access to these blocks to recharge our ammo or health or anything. So I want to be full of battery life if I can, because I'm going to burn through some really, really tough enemies back to back to back. So that's going to be fun, to say the least. And one of the fun ones about this one is that one of these enemies is invisible. Actually, there's a couple that are invisible. It doesn't even give me any data. Like the layout of this map is pretty simple, but it doesn't even give me any like way to recharge my health or tell me that. It even doesn't even let me know that there are invisible enemies in here. It even says, "Hey, there doesn't seem to be any enemies when you walk out." And then as soon as you walk out, it's like, "Oh, sorry, kidding. There are enemies." So yeah, it'll be fun. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like, I want to see if we can get into 1 hour. If we can get under 1 hour, that'd be really good, because we're so close. It's going to be tight, though, because there's a lot of dialogue in this one segment. Come on, come on, come on. Come on! Ah! Alright. So you can see, like... Ow, oh, ow, ow, ow. Alright, let's quick switch the battery. So you can see, like, they're dark. I can't even see them. They're, like, that invisible right now. Ow. And they hurt so much, too, these guys. Oh, behind me. Crap. Dang it. Alright. That's fine, it's fine. Quickly, punch through. Yes, it's fine, Come on. We're so close to like the 1 hour mark. Yes, I know, I don't care. Come on. I know you guys are nearby. Oh, ooh, where's the exit? The exit's gonna be, it's around here really quick. As soon as we go through that door for the exit, that is gonna be time. Here it is. Time! Woo! Skated under that 1 hour mark. Woo! Woo! Alright! 59:02 and 7 milliseconds. Woo! Woo! We barely skirted under that. Okay. Alright. I'm feeling good about that. So, at the time of this writing right here, at the time of this recording of this video, the world record for this game is 59 minutes and 2 seconds. Yes! Woo! Alright, I feel good. That was actually pretty good. Like, I think there was some areas of improvement. Like, a couple times I died where I could have tried to avoid dying, wouldn't have been a horrible thing. But overall, pretty happy with this run. So, plotline to this game, for those that actually care about it. There was a scientist in this space station, and he was creating those monsters called bioroids, I think he calls them. Yeah, bioroids. He was creating bioroids, which were the monsters we've been encountering. And he's been creating those bioroids by luring people to the space station, turning them into these bioroids to try to build the ultimate monster. And like, you probably haven't been paying no attention to the plot, 'cause I've been skipping past a whole bunch of crap. Basically, that person in red is a good person, turns out to be a chick you encounter who helps you out, cool. Scientist used to be a scientist, is that like monster mutant on the wall. There's some warring nations stuff, military, secrecy, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, the story literally comes in at the 11th hour with this game a little bit. Like, it's like there's a little bit of prequel story, and then there's kind of like, a little bit of weirdness, and then there's like all this story that hits you right at the end of the game. You can tell they were a little ambitious with the story when really they didn't need as much as they needed to. But hey, look at that. That was a really good run here. I'm really happy with this. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Gotta Go Fast. Let us know what you thought about it. Comments about, what you suggest, new games you'd like to see us do. If you haven't, also too, with the recording of this recording, officially some of our speedruns that we're doing are actually up now on speedrun.com. So if you go speedrun.com/SaviorXTamron, you can actually see the actual rankings for my speedruns compared to other ones. And I encourage you all, check out speedrun.com. There's tons of other speedrun sites as well. That's just the one I happen to use. But speedrun.com is a great resource for you if you're interested in, seeing what games out there that can be speedrunned. But you also get a chance to see like videos of other people doing it either on Twitch or YouTube or Mixer here. A little more rare on Mixer, but they still exist. As well as, tutorials. They have guides, walkthroughs. I'll actually be doing a walkthrough specifically for this game. Since it's a brand new game to speedrun.com, it doesn't exist. To help facilitate people that want to speedrun this game, in addition to this run being uploaded, I'll also be working on a special episode of Gotta Go Fast that will be, keep an eye out for, coming out soon. That will be focused entirely on how to speedrun this game, particularly. So we'll be going into like the details and mechanics of the weapons. We'll talk about map layouts, enemy patterns, like a whole bunch of like mechanical things for you to be able to understand, like when you're planning stuff out. With hopefully the idea that maybe other people might be able to, take the knowledge I do and get even better runs that I've gotten at this point. So yeah, hopefully keep an eye out for that episode. Let me know what you think about that as well too. But overall, keep enjoying great more RetroFizz content. We hope you enjoy more good Gotta Go Fast content. And keep an eye out for the next episode. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye everybody. Thanks for watching this episode of Gotta Go Fast. Let us know what you thought about it. Got a game you'd like to see us try? Tweet at RetroFizzTV and use the hashtag GottaGoFast. Be sure to follow us on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest RetroFizz and Gotta Go Fast content. Also, be sure to check out speedrun.com/SaviorXTanrin to see all the speedruns we've done.